Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to an album review, and as promised, I said I would review this album, and so here I am reviewing it. Super excited to be talking about this record. This is Judas Priest, Firepower, their brand new album. Yeah, now before I begin this review, I'd like to share my history with the band. I'm a fairly new fan. I would say I got into them like late 2017, I would say. And ever since then, I've really dug their sound, and conveniently, they were coming out with a new album, I heard, Firepower. And so, I was a little skeptical about it at first, but when I heard the first couple of singles, when I heard the single Lightning Strike, I was blown away. I was like, wow, it's amazing how a metal band from the 70s can still make really good music like that. Yeah. The singles, I think they did a pretty good job picking the singles from this album. Lightning Strike, of course, is an honorable mention. Firepower, the opening track, and it's also the title track, Firepower. This is a great track. I would consider it one of my favorites at the moment. It's very chaotic sounding. The riffs are just in your face, and the vocals are pretty much outstanding. And it reminds me. It's just a great album opener. This album just has so much variety going for it. Like the one instrumental on here, Guardians. Now this is like a piano instrumental, but it does have some guitars in it, and it's pretty much the intro to Rising from the Ruins, which is at the moment my favorite track on the album. It kind of reminds me of Empire of the Clouds by Iron Maiden a little bit. How not just Rising from the Ruins, but Guardians and that song. It just reminds me of something that Iron Maiden has done on Book of Souls. Yeah. Lone Wolf, I think, is a pretty honorable mention. It's an atmospheric type sounding song, and Sea of Red, the closing track, is of course, it's a pretty good album closer. Not really the best album closer, but I think it's pretty good. It has acoustic guitars and things like that, and of course it's fitting for a closer nonetheless. Yeah, this album has just brilliant solos. I really love the solos in I really love the solo in Rising from the Ruins. I think it's just outstanding, and yeah, if you're any kind of fan of guitar solos, I think you're gonna really like this album. And if you are a fan of if you're only a fan of Judas Priest's older work, definitely give this one a listen, because it's definitely a great one. Like I said, Guardians, tied in with Rising from Ruins, reminds me of Empire of the Clouds from Iron Maiden a little bit. And with that being said, I pretty much consider this the Book of Souls of Judas Priest's discography, I would say. Yeah, definitely, it's a great record. What can I say about it? I have very little problems with it. I'm going to have to give this album a 9 out of 10. It's definitely just a great album. It's by far my favorite album of this year. It surpassed 3 Days Grace's new album. It surpassed the newest Between the Buried and Me album. Yeah, but we'll see what the other albums have in store in the future for this year. But by far, this is number one as of now. And I really enjoy this album, and I'll probably be listening to this album a lot throughout the year. I don't know what else to say. It's just a great album. Well, what do you guys think of Firepower by Judas Priest? I think it's a terrific album. I think it's very outstanding, and it's definitely worth a listen. So be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks for watching. Take care.